So, and just like that, had their final episode. And I don't really want to be mean about it, but it was traumatizing. I was watching that episode yesterday, and it was shit. I actually had to see pieces of shit in a toilet overflowing. It was disgusting. And is that really what I wanted from the final episode from one of the best shows ever? I mean, I have seen and just like that since they started. Like I've been religiously watching all the episodes, not because I'm loving it, because just I cannot not watch it. I am a major Sex and the City fan, and in fact I was rewatching that on the side as well a couple of months back. So I mean, yeah, it's really everything after the like Sex and the City show, TV show has gone downhill. The first movie was good. It was okay. I would not say it was like really bad, but it was like okay. I had great fashion moments. It had some drama, but I'm still okay with the ending. Second movie was it was traumatizing. It was extremely. Uh, it had no soul or mind, and was completely senseless. It had zero sort of understanding of the culture. Very on the surface level, I don't know what they were trying to do, showcasing the whole Middle East and the Middle Eastern women. It was sort of regressive and racist. Uh, but yeah, I guess okay fashion movements were just unnecessary. I think the movie was unnecessary. And then the show, I was actually very excited about the show, and I think the first season was still okay. Um, and I remember when the first season came out, I hated that. I was like, the hell is the show? But I was still like, fine, it's not as great as I expected, but I'm very glad to see. Second was like, okay, like, maybe they're finding their feet or whatever, waiting for it to go better. And the third was absolutely traumatizing. I don't know what is going on. Miranda is uh, somewhat homeless, and she was a massive, when I was rewatching, I was just like, Miranda is the most successful one out of all the four, I think, financially. She's a big ass corporate lawyer. I mean, and she's struggling. It was just weird. They really fucked up that whole storyline. And I don't know what. Charlotte had nothing to do. She was just I think just for comic relief she was there. Samantha thankfully was not there. I think she like really lucked out. She's probably just watching the show and laughing. Kim Cattrall. But the last episode was like really bad. It had no storyline. It had no it had just some Gen Z rage bait, some very annoying, typical Gen Zs come to Miranda's Thanksgiving and they like really fuck it up. But they don't really, they were just being themselves, and themselves were very textbook Gen Z cringe. So I mean, I don't know what, I don't even want to go through the episode. It was just really bad and I need to get it out of my system. And I think there was one decent show. I think they like really tried to sort of bring it together, but Miranda was not in that scene. Basically, all the four girls, the LTW, Seema, Charlotte, and Carrie go to a wedding fashion show. Basically, gorgeous sort of wedding dresses walking down the runway. The dresses were really good, and I was trying to enjoy the fashion show. I thought it would be like a really iconic fashion moment ending, showing in the last episode, maybe like really hit home the whole fashion point, and you're just girls enjoying fashion. But it was not. Seema and Carrie were like gossiping and talking through the entire fashion show, and LTW and Charlotte are also doing the same, and they're talking about the most boring shit. Uh, Carrie says the most pick me cringe thing when Seema asks, I think, why did you want to get married? What did marriage mean to you? And she says it felt like she was chosen. Uh, I mean, like that was just so. I think it is such a step back in the direction of how we're supposed to think. But I'm very glad that they ended the episode with Carrie being alone. Finally, after like all this while, after like the whole like 6 seasons of the show, they couldn't do that. After the first movie, they couldn't do that. After the second movie, they could not do that. And finally, they have done that when she's like 60, 70. I actually don't. 50. How old is she? I think she's 60-ish, I'm guessing. I'm actually not at all sure, but she's like considerably older. Now finally they have decided to like, hit home with the point that, women can be alone. And that is the only good thing about the show ending. And I really don't hope that they bring out another one, because everything else is sullying the memory of the actual show, which was brilliant. I mean, I absolutely love the 6 episodes. They are so crisp, sharp, impactful, meaningful, relatable, and everything. that you'd want a show to be, that everything you'd want like 4 cool girls to be. But I mean, yeah, it was a bad episode. It was a bad episode. I mean, and I think generally, whenever I'm having dinner, I obviously watch something because I can't be alone with my thoughts. But it was really bad. It was just ruined my dinner as well. So I mean, yeah, don't watch it when you're having dinner, because I mean, especially if you're eating something good, watch something better, is my suggestion. If you have some extra time on your hands, if you're cleaning your room, you can put it in the background. It's that kind of an episode, because you really don't want to like sit down and be like, oh my god, I'm watching this episode, and then be so disappointed, because that's what happened to me, and I hope that does not happen to you. So I mean, I don't watch it, but with very low expectations, or just if you need closure. Okay, that's about it. That's all I wanted to say about this last episode. Yeah, bye.